My computer's really fast today. There are a couple things that I need you to realize before you get going on, bless you, work together and on your own. Applia will mark it wrong if you do not put the debit account first. So please wait for a second for my computer again to get caught up to what we need to be doing. So when we read directions, so when I look at that app, work together and on your own 2-1, or 2-2, excuse me. It says T accounts are given in the following working papers. I will guide you through the following example. Kathy Burgum owns Burgum Services. It uses the following accounts. Some of the accounts will be explained in lesson 2-3. So we have cash, accounts receivable, Sam Erickson, supplies, prepaid insurance, accounts payable, Bale Supply, Kathy Burgum Capital, Kathy Burgum Drawing, my computer's
sales,
really
advertising
fast
expense,
today.
and rent expense. I'm going to tell you
there
right
are a couple
now,
things that I need you to realize before you get going on
sales, advertising
work
expense,
together and
or
on
rent
your own.
expense.
Applia
We'll
will
be
mark
using
it
that in
wrong if
section
you do not put the
2-3.
debit account first.
So when we see that first
So,
transaction, it
please
says
wait for a
April
second
1st,
for my
receive
computer
cash from owner
again
as
to
an
get caught up
investment,
to what we need to be
$5,000.
doing.
What I need you to realize, looking at
So when we read
work together
directions,
and on your own, here's
so
April
when I
1st.
look
There
at
are
that
two
app,
T accounts that are
work
already
together
labeled
and on
here.
your own.
Do we have to go
2-1?
through and write debit, credit, normal balance, increase, and decrease? No. Do you have your notes where we've done that
Or
already
2-2,
for you today?
excuse
So
me.
you should have that out to help you.
It says T accounts
So what
are
we
given
need
in
to
the
do for
following
April
working
1st is
papers.
we have
I
to
will guide you
receive
through the
cash
following
from owner as an
example.
investment.
Kathy Burgum owns
We
Burgum Services.
need to
It
list
uses
both
the
of our
following
accounts,
Some
but
of
we
the accounts
have
will
to
be
put the
explained in
debit
lesson
account first.
2-3.
If you put the
So we have
credit
cash,
account
accounts
first, it
receivable,
will mark
Sam
it wrong.
Erickson, supplies,
The
prepaid
general
insurance,
rule
accounts
for
payable, Bale Supply,
accounting
Kathy
is debits
Burgum
go
Capital,
first.
Kathy Burgum
So if
Drawing,
I receive
sales,
cash from owner as
advertising
an
expense,
investment,
and
the
rent
first thing I
expense.
have to
I'm
do
going
is I
to
have
tell
to
you
figure out
right
what
now
two
we are
accounts
not
are going
going
to
to
be
use,
touching,
and that's going to be Kathy
cash
Burgum Drawing,
and
sales,
Kathy
advertising
Burgum
expense, or
Capital.
rent expense.
I know it's Kathy
We'll
Burgum
be
because
using
that's
that
the
in
instructions
section
it gave me
2-3.
within Applia.
So when we see that
So
first
then I'm going to start with
transaction,
one
it
of my
says April
accounts.
1st,
Okay,
receive cash
receive
from owner
cash
as an
from
investment,
owner as an
$5,000.
investment cash. Then we have
What
Kathy
I need
Burgum
you to
Capital,
realize
so I'm gonna start
looking
with
at
cash. Work
cash
together
is
on
what
your own.
type of
Here's
account,
April
Kendall?
1st. There are two T accounts that are already labeled here.
Asset. What is
do
its
we
normal
have to
balance?
go through and write debit, credit, normal balance,
Debit,
increase,
okay?
and decrease?
So, Kendall, do we have
No.
more cash or less cash?
Do you have your notes where we've done that already for you today? So you should have that out to help you.
Yes.
So what we need to do
More.
for
So
April
that
1st
tells
is
me
we have
cash
to
is going
receive
to be
cash
debited.
from owner as an
So
investment.
we have to do all of that
We
thinking
need to
before I
list
type
both
anything.
of our accounts. But
So
we
I'm going to go
have
ahead
put
and
the
put
debit
cash
account first.
here first.
If you put the credit
as
account
my account
first,
title,
it will mark it wrong.
and then I'm going to
The
go ahead
general
and list
rule
right
for,
here that I have cash
accounting
being
is debits
increased
go
by
first.
$5,000.
So if I receive cash from owner as an investment, the first thing I have to do is I have to figure out what two accounts
my
are
other
gonna be
account
used,
that I'm
and
affecting
that's gonna
is
be
Kathy
cash
Burgum Capital.
And Kathy Burgum
And now
Capital.
here's the
I
easy
know it's
one.
Kathy
If I know
Burgum
the
because that's
first one is
directions they
debited, what
gave
does the
me
second one
within
have to be?
Applia.
Credit.
So
I
then I'm
can't
gonna
have two
start
debits.
with one of my accounts.
So
okay?
if you figure out the
Receive
first
cash
one,
from owner as an investment cash, then we have Kathy
The
Burgum
second one
Capital, so I'm
falls
gonna
into
start with
place.
cash. Cash is what
also,
type of account?
you have a
Kendall?
really nice note sheet in front of you that we may have done these
Asset.
types of
What is its
transactions
normal
already
balance?
together. But instead of writing
Debit,
each T account
okay?
over and over
So,
again, I just use
Kendall,
them
do we
multiple
have
times.
more cash or
April
less cash?
2nd. Paid cash for supplies.
Yes.
Bryce, what are my
More.
two accounts
So
that
that
I'm
tells
going
me
to be
cash
affecting?
is going to be debited. So we have to do all of
Supplies
that
and
thinking
cash,
before I
okay?
type anything.
Bryce,
So
both of
I'm
those
going to go ahead
accounts
and
are
put
what
cash
type? Here first as my account title.
Asset, liability, or owner's equity.
And then I'm going to go ahead and
Asset,
list
okay?
right here that
So now,
I have
we know
cash
that they're
being
both
increased
assets.
by
Assets have a debit
$5,000.
normal balance.
So we have to figure out which one is going up.
Bryce, which one's going
My
up?
other account that I'm affecting is Kathy Burgum Capital.
Which one?
And now here's the easy one. If I know the first one is debited, what is the second
Cash
one
or
have to be?
supplies is being increased.
Credit. I can't have two
Yes.
debits. So therefore,
So if you
supplies
figure
is
out the
going
first
to be
one-
listed first. The second one falls into place. Also, so
have
there's
a
a
really
lot
nice
of
note sheet
thinking
in
that
front
I
of you
do
that we may
and
have done
ask
these types of
myself
transactions
before
already
I
together.
type anything
But
in. Instead of writing each T account over and over again, I just use them multiple times. April 2nd.
5th, paid
Receipt-
cash
or excuse
for
me,
insurance.
Paid cash for supplies. Justin, what are my accounts for this
Bryce,
one? What are my two accounts that I'm going to be affecting? We don't have an account called
Supplies
insurance.
and cash.
Okay. We have an account
Bryce,
called prepaid
both of those
insurance, so I
accounts
agree to
are
that. What's
what
our other
type?
one? Yes. So Justin, I'm gonna
Asset,
give you a little bit
liability,
right there.
owner's
What
equity.
is what kind of accounts are
Asset,
cash
okay?
and insurance?
So now we know that they're both assets. Assets have a debit normal balance. So we have to
nope,
figure out
a type
which
of
one
account
is
means
going
its
up.
classification, meaning
Yes, which
asset,
one's going
liability,
up?
or owner's equity. Assets. So what
Which
side of
one?
the accounting equation are they on? And its normal balance is
Cash or supplies is
debit.
being
So both
increased.
of these accounts are assets with
Yes.
a debit normal balance.
So therefore,
So
supplies
then,
is going
Justin,
to be
which one is
listed
going
first.
up? Cash or prepaid insurance? We have more cash.
So there's a lot of thinking that I do and ask
I don't know, which
myself
one?
before I type anything in.
If I paid cash for insurance,
Insurance
April
for
5th,
sure. So prepaid
paid
insurance
cash
would
for
be my
insurance.
first account.
Justin, what are my accounts for this one? And prepaid insurance is going to be debited.
We don't have an account called
$75.
$75. We have an account called
Cash
prepaid
is going
insurance.
down.
So I agree to that. And what's our other one? $75.
So Justin, I'm gonna give you a little bit of breakdown. What kind of accounts
Scrolling
are
back
cash
up,
and
doing
insurance?
April
6th. Bought supplies and account from Bale Supply, $100.
Nope. A type of account means
Dylan,
its
what are my two
classification,
accounts
meaning
for this
asset,
one?
liability, or owner's equity.
Assets. So what side of the accounting equation are they on?
Accounts
And its normal balance is
Bale supplies. Okay,
debit. So
supplies is
both
what
of
type
these
of
accounts are
Dylan?
assets with a debit normal balance. So
Asset-
then,
okay,
Justin,
yep.
which one is
Asset,
going
do
up?
we have
Cash
more?
or prepaid insurance?
Supplies or less supplies?
We have more cash. So what is the increased side of supplies? Which is called
I don't know. Which one?
debit. So supplies is going to be listed first. If I
Now,
pay
I am
cash
purposely
for
saying
insurance,
these same questions
insurance for
over
sure.
and
So
over again
prepaid
because when
insurance
you
would
are
be
doing
my first account.
accounting work, that's the questions that you need to ask yourself. So right
And
now I'm
prepaid
trying to
insurance
train
is going
you
to be debited
on how you should think
$75
through
looking at each one of these transactions.
cash is going down.
So
$75.
supplies is being debited for $100 and accounts payable Bale Supplies is being credited
Scrolling
for
back up,
$100.
doing
April 6th.
April 9th.
Bought supplies
Pay
and
cash
account
and
from Bale
account to
Supply,
Bale
$100. Dylan, what are my two accounts for this
Nick,
one?
what are my two accounts?
Cash. What type of an account
Accounts
is accounts payable
payable,
Bale Supply?
Bale supplies.
Okay, supplies is what type of an account, Dylan?
Yes. What is the normal balance?
Okay, yep. Asset. Do we
Credit.
have more?
So my question to you is: do we
Supplies or
owe
less
accounts
supplies?
payable Bale Supply
So
more
what is
money
the
or less
increased
money?
side of supplies? Which is
So-
called debit. So
we
supplies
currently
is
owe
going to be
them
$1,000, and
Now,
then
I am
because I
purposely
pay
saying
them,
these
I
same
owe them
questions
$1,500.
over and over again because when you are doing accounting
So
work,
do we owe them more money or less
that's
money?
the questions that you need
Less.
to ask
So
yourself. So
accounts
right now, I'm
payable
trying
Bale
to train
Supply
you
needs to go down. So
on
accounts
how you should
payable
think
is a
through
liability.
looking at
Liabilities
each one
have
of
a
these
credit normal
transactions.
balance.
So if I need it to go down, I need to debit.
So supplies
accounts
is being
payable
debited
Bale
for
Supply.
$100, and accounts payable Bale Supplies is being credited for $100. April 9th. Paid cash and account to Bale Supply.
Nick,
What are my two accounts?
checking my answer.
Cash. What type of an account is accounts
Yay!
payable
I got
Bale
all mine
Supply?
right. Try your on your own, please. Yes. What is the normal balance?
Credit. So my question to you is, do we owe accounts payable Bale Supply more money or less money? So we currently owe them $1,000, and then because I pay them, I owe them $1,500. So do we owe them more money or less money? Less. So accounts payable Bale Supply needs to go down. So accounts payable is a liability. Liabilities have a credit normal balance. So if I need it to go down, I need to debit accounts payable Bale Supply.
Checking my answer. Yay! I got all mine right. Try your on your own, please.